Getting the children ready for school can actually be so overwhelming that sometimes if you're not careful enough, you might even go to school without brushing your teeth in the morning as a mom. If you know, you know. Most especially those ones without help like us. You do not have a nanny, you don't have an housekeeper, you don't have your sisters, you don't just have anybody around helping you out with these school runs. It can actually be overwhelming that sometimes you even forget, not that you forget, you drop the children off school without brushing, having your bath, sometimes without taking breakfast, knowing fully well that you are going from there to somewhere. So in this video, I want to share some tips on how you can actually do that without having to go drop your children without brushing, having your bath, or looking good sometimes. Yes, I know sometimes there are times we wake up, we just want to go casually, we just want to go okay, like no too much things going on our body and all of that. Like me, I don't wear makeup when I want to go and drop them off. I don't do those many things, but most at times I make sure I am brushed. I have my bath before dropping them off. Yeah, without too many talking, too many ranting, I want to just jump into this video, sharing some tips that can actually help you on how you can, do all these things without being overwhelmed, without and how you can actually drop your children off school looking good, even without makeup, looking good. And if you're interested in this video, grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, take a bottle water, whatsoever, your cookies, whatsoever you want to enjoy this particular video with. Sit right back and enjoy. Number one tip, number one tip, because I found that sometimes we have a lot other things to do apart from dropping the children off school. Yeah, sometimes we have other errands to run. Sometimes we wish we actually could drop them, just go from there, so that coming back home, we know that we've done those other things. We actually done them in time. Number one tip I want to say concerning, you dropping them and going from there to any other appointment, any other activity of the day, is making sure that your house is being put in order. You ask me now, you think, oh, what has putting my house in order got to do with me getting the children ready in time for school? It has a whole lot to do. I don't know. For some people, it might not, but for some other people that knows that having an untidy house, having an untidy room, having an untidy kitchen, an untidy sitting room can actually mess with your head, can actually mess with with your senses, can actually mess with how you could literally put things in order so fast. It can mess up with that. And then hope you understand that. To some people who understand what I'm talking about, I know it will make a lot of sense to you. Now, to help you in that area, you want to make sure that every night before going to bed, you have to make sure you do your dishes. Step number 2 is make sure your sitting area is arranged every night before going to bed. And make sure as a mom, you have an idea on what, if you don't always want to go casually, you have an idea on what to put on in the morning to drop your children off school a day before, like the previous day. Okay, make sure you already have what you want to wear in mind. Make sure that the children's uniform, if they wear uniform to school, like we don't wear uniform to school, so a day before the day they're going to school, I make sure I get their clothes ready for them. If you want to iron them, put them aside. They're not going to squeeze. Just make sure you have an idea of what they're going to wear to school the next day. Have an idea of the shoe they are wearing as well the next day to school. The sun has gone down, guys, and that is why if you see this video a bit dim, the sun has gone down. That is why it's like that. Make sure you have the clothes they are going to wear the previous day to school in mind. Bring them out. If you want to iron them like I said before. Make sure the shoe also, bring out the shoe also for them. If they are dirty, clean them up. And that again brings me to the last part. Make sure that you have an idea of what their breakfast is going to be the next day. Making sure they are ready, they are almost ready before the day, will help you put things together in the morning without all these things overwhelming you. Okay. And lastly, the last thing I would like to talk about is you as the mom going to bed early. Going to bed early actually helps you a whole lot, makes you wake up. I know a lot of people, they have a lot of things going on, they have a lot of things to attend to, and things bring to this is the reason why they don't go to bed in time, and this actually affects how they wake up in the morning, getting the children ready for school or putting every other thing in order. If you do not have something so important you are doing, you do not like something very important, something very important, make sure you go to bed in time. This will help you wake up very early. And once you wake up as a mom, one thing I want you to do before you wake the kids up, and that is why I said go to bed early so you can wake up in time. True. Make sure you brush, you have your bath, you are clean before you wake them up and start, doing all of that with them, brushing, bathing, want to get breakfast ready for them and all of that. Make sure you are in any ramification you think you have to be ready. And by so doing, you have these things ready easily without having to put so much pressure. If you know this was helpful to you, do click on the like button, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below to also encourage other mothers. If you're in the area you think I didn't mention, I didn't talk about, please leave it down in the comment section below. What is your own morning routine as a mom with children, most especially with toddlers? How is it about? Share your thoughts, your opinion down in the comment section below. And I'll see you all in my next video. For now, stay blessed.